Hello, everyone. I all hope you had a wonderful day and a very beautiful day, and I all hope you have a wonderful, blessed weekend. As you quietly know, guys, I'm currently actually feeling sick, so my voice is not exactly the same it's supposed to be, but I'm a bit feeling sick, but I'll get well sooner. Anyway, today we have to talk about sacred black site. Sacred black site is full of planets and sacred worlds and sacred planets and sacred worlds and sacred worlds and sacred planets that exactly heavily guarded by battle cruisers and four-nation hunter leaders. Over the following centuries, sacred black site has remained a top black site within sacred space. Calling it sacred black site is because it is full of battle cruisers and intergalactic battle cruisers, intergalactic coalition battle cruisers, and many full of four-nation armors and cities and planets and civilization. It is the central headquarter. It is the central headquarter base of the four-nation hunter and the alliance and the new alliance of the new universal heroes, and also the coalition and also the intergalactic coalition's headquarters, and also the sacred council and the four-nation council, and also the universal heroes. This central headquarters has been maintained through sacred black site in order for them to exactly meet and convene and discuss their operations, their plans, and attacking plans of stopping the new Lord of Magic, the new secret society of supervillains known as the Founders, the Sacred Circle, the Order of the Five, the Order of the Six, Order of the Seven, Order of the Eight, Queen Ivy, Lord Ra, Lord Justin, Lord Havik, Lord Winter, Lord Shadowjack, Lord Shadowjack, the powerful warlock leader, which I previously told you about, and all of the other secret society supervillains and all of the other powerful masters and leaders of the secret society of supervillains who create chaos and havoc across the known universe and across the sacred world and across the sacred world and across sacred existence by any means necessary. The universal heroes and intergalactic coalition have been frequently clashing with these villains, with these supervillains and their forces, and with the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders. Excuse me, with the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders who exactly try to seize control, or who exactly try to seize control of worlds and planets, but they exactly able to deliver a major victory and a major blow to the entire Shadow Empire and to the entire Shadow Empire and to the entire Shadow Empire, able to dismantle the Shadow Empire's control over worlds and over thousands of worlds and over thousands of civilization. In doing so, the Intergalactic Coalition and the Universal Heroes are now fighting a new sinister threat known as the New Lord of Magic. His name is still a mystery. The New Lord of Magic has even recruited powerful dark magic users and powerful dark druids and dark witches and dark faithful, and a powerful dark witch known as Golden Girl into his new secret society of supervillains, in aiding him in his own mission and his own conquest to exactly conquer and restore order and stability, and exterminating all the supernatural beings and creatures of the sacred world, and also the universal heroes and the four nation hunters, and all the other sacred beings of course throughout space and throughout the other worlds, and all the alien creatures and all the alien civilizations throughout the other worlds and throughout the known universe and throughout humanity. Despite this, the Universal Heroes and Intergalactic Coalition and the Four Nation Hunters and the New Alliance are determined to stop this immortal enemy and determined to stop this immortal enemy and also his operatives and also his agents, and by fighting against the Shadow Empire and preventing the Shadow Empire from conquering numerous worlds and numerous planets. The Intergalactic Coalition is able to deliver a major blow by decimating half of the Shadow Empire's battle cruisers and all of their battle cruisers and fleets across space, able to exactly liberate many worlds and many planets, and saving those worlds and saving those civilizations from the Shadow Empire's control and grip. Some of the other Shadow Empire warlords and commanders have shown their allegiance and their loyalty to the other secret society of supervillains. The other Shadow Empire warlords and commanders have sold their loyalty and their allegiance to the new Lolo Magic and also his new secret society of supervillains, which he has somehow managed to exactly reform it in order to exactly make his presence known, and his enlightened colleagues and also his enlightened colleagues' presence to be felt and to be known throughout the circle world and throughout the rest of sacred existence by any means necessary. The other Shadow Empire warlords have decided to seize control of worlds and planets and worlds of planets of other civilization in order for them to exactly conquer vast sections of each star systems and star worlds and star planets. The universal defending heroes have been fighting have been fighting the Shadow Empire warlords and been confronting them, have been frequently clashing with them and confronting them in numerous occasions and fighting them and battling them on numerous occasions in numerous worlds and in numerous planets, able to exactly remove their grip and also their control from other worlds and other planets. They are able to exactly manage to exactly see some of the other worlds and liberating them and manage to exactly get some of the other Shadow Empire warlords and commanders into their custody, sending them straightly into the astral prison where they exactly have to be sentenced straightly into the astral prison where they exactly remain, which they exactly still do. Sacred Black Site is a black site of a bigger world. It is a huge world that is very, very on the edges of the sacred universe, very, very deep on the edges of the sacred universe, where where the Intergalactic Coalition and the Sacred Team and the Universal Heroes meet and convene and discuss the operations for them to exactly take out the bad guys and all the supervillains who pose a threat to sacred peace and to the natural order and to humanity. In September the 30th, in September the 20th, the Intergalactic Coalition's forces and the Four Nation Hunters and the Universal Heroes were able to convene to discuss the operation and to discuss the new threats and the numerous rumors of how to take out the new Lord of Magic and also the Universal Prince and his secret society from exactly expanding the operations and across the world and operations across the other worlds and across the other worlds and across the other planets and across the other civilization. In doing so, they exactly began planning and coordinating their attacks, and secretly coordinating their attacks with other superhero teams and with other members of the Universal Heroes, able to exactly work together. Warboy suggested that they should work together in order to stop the bad guys on planet Earth, which the World Heroes would exactly do, while Universal Man's team and the other teams would exactly work with the Universal King's operative and his members in order to stop the Universal Prince's operation and his agents from wreaking a lot of chaos and destruction across the known universe and across the rest of sacred existence by any means necessary, which the Universal Heroes agree, and so did the members of the Intergalactic Coalition exactly agree too. Despite this, the Intergalactic Coalition was able to deliver a major victory by liberating many worlds and many planets from the Shadow Empire's control. They were successfully able to exactly liberate all the worlds and all the planets from the Shadow Empire's control and from the other Shadow Empire warlords and commanders, and they were successfully able to battle them for about numerous occasions, and the other Shadow Empire warlords were able to teleport away. The others were quickly able to open up a portal and were able to escape. Some of them were able to escape through battle cruisers. All the other Shadow Empire warlords launched a full-scale invasion across the other worlds and across the other civilization. The Intergalactic Coalition had to prevent the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders from seizing control of numerous worlds and planets, which were forced into a huge confrontation with the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders across their battle cruisers. Two forces suffered enormous amounts of casualties on both sides, and they were bothly decimated on both sides. The decimation on both battle cruisers and lives were just quickly decimated on both sides, and enormous lives were lost. Numerous lives were lost on both sides. The Intergalactic Coalition was able to exactly take some of the other Shadow Empire warlords into custody, questioning them and interrogating them about their plans and about their sinister plans, and about exactly asking them who's exactly orchestrating all these operations and all these attacks across other worlds and across other civilization. 2 months later, the Universal Prince and his secret society of supervillains launch a full-scale invasion across other worlds and across other civilization by using an armada of battle cruisers of Shadow Empire warlords under their sole control, which they exactly did in order to cause chaos and panic and destruction across other worlds, forcing a number of enormous amounts of refugees and alien civilizations and alien refugees to flee forcing them to flee from tyranny and oppression from the other worlds, forcing them to flee from tyranny and oppression from other worlds, forcing them to flee from tyranny and oppression from other worlds, and then lending them to the Universal King's world, forcing them to land on the Universal King's world to seek refuge on the Universal King's central command and his home planet, which the Universal King was happy to allow the other aliens and other civilizations to land in, to be accepted to his home world, into his home central command and his headquarters to exactly remain there as refugees, while the Universal King and his operatives and the Universal Heroes were forced to exactly battle the commanders of the Universal Prince and his secret society, which they exactly did. The Universal Heroes and the Earth Heroes and the other Sacred Team members, any other World Hero members, any other United Hero members were able to battle with the operatives of the Universal Prince and his operatives and his members and the other Shadow Empire warlords and commanders. The battle was quietly depleted as two sides were quietly enormously unequal or quietly on even odds as both sides and some of the other Shadow Empire warlords were able to quickly teleport away. The others were quickly able to be taken in custody. The battle cruisers were quietly decimated from the other heroes and from the other Universal Heroes and from the other United Heroes, exactly forcing the other members to exactly retreat. This full-scale invasion began with the Universal Prince and Queen Ivy launching a full-scale invasion on the other worlds and all the other worlds and all the other civilization, forcing her to tighten her grip and her oppression on the other worlds and civilization, creating a huge number of alien refugees to exactly land on the central headquarters of the Intergalactic Coalition to exactly remain there and to stay there while the Intergalactic Coalition battles with Queen Ivy's forces and her operatives and her agents and her army and her minions, able to exactly take them down. The battle was quite conclusive, but they were not exactly unsuccessful in liberating all the other worlds and all the other civilization. But the Galactic Coalition and the Universal Heroes and the United Heroes are determined to exactly liberate all the other worlds and all the other civilization and stopping the bad guys from tightening their grip and their oppression across other worlds and across other civilization and across the sacred world and across the rest of sacred existence. Despite the sacred black side is a black side of a bigger world and many worlds and planets that is quietly full of battleships and battle cruisers. It is the central headquarters of the Intergalactic Coalition and of the Universal Heroes and of the Four Nation Hunter and of the New Alliance for them to exactly convene and coordinate and discuss the operations, their plans and their techniques and their strategies, to liberating worlds and planets and civilization from the Shadow Empire's control and from other supervillains. They frequently clash with other supervillains known as Golden Knight, Ghostmaster, Metalface, Dark Light, Order of the Five, Order of the Six, Order of the Seven, Sacred Circle, Lord Ra, Lord Havik, the Havikan Core's top enforcer, the Scientist, Dr. Darkness, Dr. Universe, and Dr. White, and Dr. White, and Jacob Shadow, and the Order of the 12, and also the Order of Power, and also the Order of Power led by the new Lord of Magic and his secret society, and also the Shadow Empire warlords and the Shadow Empire itself. Frequently clashing with these villains and these forces is created a huge power vacuum across the known universe and across the rest of sacred existence. Exactly, it's a power struggle from both sides as supervillains are fighting each other, as the Universal Heroes and the Galactic Coalition are doing everything in their ability to maintain peace and prosperity. But they will never, ever give up. Never give up. No matter what exactly. No matter how hard, no matter how difficult it is, our heroes will never give up. They'll fight to the tooth and nail to ensure peace and prosperity throughout the known universe and throughout the rest of sacred world and throughout the rest of sacred existence by any means necessary. While guys, Sacred Black Site is on the far fringes of the rest of sacred existence. It is a black site full of battle cruisers and many battle cruisers and many battleships, and it's a huge big planet. It is a huge big planet. It's called Planet Sacred. It's a huge big planet. It is a beautiful world that houses battle cruisers and many moons and many planets and many civilizations. It is a perfect central headquarters for the universal members in the Intergalactic Coalition and the Universal Council and the Universal King, and also the Intergalactic Coalition members and the World Heroes and United Heroes for them to exactly convene and meet and discuss the operation. They always convene there and they always meet. They maintain their central bases. Across worlds and across numerous worlds and across planets, and also especially on planet Earth, where they have many island bases and many mountain bases in order to exactly operate from to discuss the operations. They usually have meetings as through hologram meetings for them to exactly speak, and some of them to exactly speak through monitors, through video conference monitors for them to exactly discuss operations and their plans. But Sacred Black Site is the huge black site where planet Sacred is exactly on the far fringes of the known universe, meaning on the very deeper edges of the sacred universe's Milky Way, meaning far away, as in far away from sacred world and from the sacred universe, far away from humanity, far away from planet Earth. It's very on a deep, far on the far fringes of deep space, and is in the far fringes of deep space, meaning it is on the very far away from sacred universe and also far away from sacred world. Planet Sacred is a black site from all. It is a black site from the Intergalactic Coalition for them to use to operate, for the Universal Heroes, the United Heroes, the Universal Defending Heroes to exactly operate, meet and discuss their plans to liberating other worlds. They work with other worlds and other planets to exactly fight against the Shadow Empire warlords and against the Dark Druids, the Dark Witches, the Dark Faithful, the Ice Children, the Water Druids, the Water Children, the Ice Druids, and the Water Children, the Ice Druids, and the Water Children, and the Water Faithful, and the Ice Witches, and the Ice Clan, and the Iceland who pose a threat to humanity, and Lord Shadowjack's forces, and Lord Shadowjack's Dark Empire, and Lord Justin's Dark Empire, and any other supervillain who may pose a threat, known as Lord Victor, and the Dark King and Dark Grey, and the members of the Darkest family, and the members of the Darkest family, and the members of the Growler clan, and the members of the Growler clan, known as the Growler Queen and known as the Growler King and the Growler Queen, who pose a threat to humanity, and who pose a threat to the sacred world, and who pose a threat to the rest of sacred existence. The Universal Heroes and Intergalactic Coalition are determined to prevent and stop this war, and by any means necessary. Well, this is the last video for today. I will see you next week, Monday, and I all hope you have a blessed and wonderful weekend, and I all hope you'll stay safe, and you'll stay warm, and you'll stay safe, and you'll stay home, and you'll stay positive, and you'll stay happy. That's it for today, guys. Sacred Black Site is on the fringes of the known universe, meaning on the deeper edges of sacred existence, meaning far away, very far away. It's a big planet it's a big planet called Planet Sacred, far away from the known universe and from the sacred universe, in the sacred universe, but very on the fringes of the known universe. Well, that's it for today, guys. I all hope you enjoy your weekend and a blessed weekend you'll have, and I all hope you'll stay safe and you'll stay positive. Goodbye.